me. I mean, every single
West.
syllable was just
I went north and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through
Imagine
my mind.
right now where you come from. Big Ugly. Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big ugly West
Just look at
Virginia.
your ID. Are you the mayor?
Cause like even like out of context, it's just like big ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no, I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big ugly, comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from big ugly West Virginia.
Nintendo absolutely knows about the internet, Triton, because like a couple months after the Bowsette thing happened, they changed the crown's description. It was just like, only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's just like, kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a C in his public speaking class during his 2 semesters in seminary school.
Who is that teacher?
Who's the dude?
Okay, is it a white teacher? And is that the reason why?
Let me
Who was the dude that? Cause you know you gotta wake up one day,
It just
20 years later.
That move changed everything.
And I gave him a motherfucking C.
He wrote the I Have a Dream speech in school. He's just like, why are you writing about dreams? Dreams are for children.
You'll never make it, Martin. This is trash.
Or does the dude wake up like, yeah, my C incentivized him to get better?
Y'all know I was his teacher.
Yeah.
And I told him that I was pushing him to do better.
Apply
The C
yourself.
was- oh my goodness.
You can go one or two ways with that way. Either A, I'm a fraud, or B, I'm inspiring people so hard that I inspired the civil rights movement. Just through my teaching.
It's just some like physicist teacher in like the 30s is like, oh man, look, I'm looking through all these old papers that I got, physics papers. Look at this D- I gave to this kid named Albert Einstein.
Oh, no, surely that can't be the same one.
Dude, imagine Stephen King in a creative writing class. Like, C- sir, your adjectives, I don't know what you're doing. A dog with rabies, what's up?
In Tupac in math class, the teacher just comes up, Tupac, what I tell you about writing raps in class?
You're not gonna make it with this. You need these numbers. Get some bucks in you. And then 4 years later, you gotta dance around to slip up. You want the club making it.
You know I taught Sue Tupac.
Oh, dude, I would never sleep.
I'd be shaking.
The PS5 in a year has outsold the Wii U's lifetime sales.
Y'all leave the Wii U alone. Try his best.
Hey, consumers did.
Accurate.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
Going for.
Early
Yes, it is.
adopter.
Exactly what we're going for.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, I will never forget that woman with all them Wii U's in the back of her car, thinking she was gonna flip them boys.
Oh, someone tried to do that near you guys?
No, it's a viral picture.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
You never seen it?
No.
Oh, dude, I'll look it up.
I think I've seen this.
It's unfortunate. Let's see what else we got. Well, actually.
Yep, all I had to look up was Wii U woman.
Wii U woman. Oh, this is gonna be
Get
good.
some. Get some, y'all.
The Wii U woman.
No, I already got it on for you.
Oh, okay.
Where's it going?
He posted it in chat.
Oh, okay. I can look at it. Yeah.
Oh no.
Scalper beautifully boned.
Oh, and those are like even. Ooh. There's probably like 2 per box in the boxes behind her too. Yikes.
That boy's in a back seat and everything.
Yeah, you can see him on the console. Dude, this is at least 10?
She's like, this is my retirement.
Yeah, she thought she was gonna flip these for double, because remember, the Wii was having supply issues, so this is the next console of the Wii, so why wouldn't I do it?
She didn't find it odd that she can buy in 15 of them?
Day one in the store.
Yeah, I was, because of like what the day I went through trying to get a Wii when it first came out, where I lucked the fuck out. By someone's generosity, which, where's that in this world? Where I was just so concerned about getting a Wii U day one, where I just walked into GameStop. I'm like, you guys go Wii U's? Yeah. Oh. Okay.
And no waste there, bruh.
Yep.
Remember at my GameStop, they had a tower of them built just for people to grab and go.
Yeah,
You
why?
ain't even gotta pay, Pimpin'. Just go ahead and take it.
Because they thought it was gonna be another Wii situation where they were just gonna fly off the shelf. They probably overstocked and everything.
Oh yeah, GameStop for real had that problem.
Please take these. We need to put we have another display that we need to put here.
$100 off, please, anybody.
Can I get this keychain? Absolutely. And here's
Scott-
your complimentary Wii U.
I'm good.
Wii U featuring the upcoming great title, Zombie U. Remember that one? That was one of their big
They
hype
ported it.
titles.
They ported
Yeah, they
it to like
ported it.
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation 4. It was on PlayStation Plus.
I played it at a con. That was a fun game.
It was decent. I got it because it was a
I
launch game.
will just never forget that trailer. Everybody's just like, end? What? Nobody
I
cares.
remember Mike hyping that bullshit up. Oh, I remember. It's so innovative where you're just like, a zombie's coming and you gotta look down and go, shit, and try to get your thing, as opposed to pause, find item. Oh, I remember you hyping that bullshit
Yeah.
up. Oh,
Oh wow, yeah. I'm having flashbacks to that now too.
oh man.
It's a lot better in the Zelda games that came out for Wii U. Having the menu management there.
I minored in history with a focus on the development of Western European socialism. Not socialism,
Every word of that
fascism.
was just clear to me. I
So-
mean, every single syllable was just like,
I'm
ugh.
quick north and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through my mind.
Right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 312. Potentially the last of the year, if we are busy on New Year's. If it's I'm going to be available. It depends on you guys. If you're doing anything on New
I
Year's,
already said I'm gonna be free.
That's 2.
Well, we will see.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a watch streak thing. I didn't know that was a thing. 3 stream streak for meme. All right. So
You're doing too much.
Didn't know that was a thing as well.
yeah. So
Interesting.
there is a little and a lot to talk about at the same time. My list is small but dense. If that makes sense.
That's what he said.
I don't think that quite works, Ralph.
No,
Okay.
unless you're speaking from
Try
personal.
some.
Unless you're speaking from personal experience, and in that case, I have questions. But
No, I was just trying to see. Like, that was more of like, does that work if you say it? No,
Nope.
it doesn't.
No.
BG's a bit low. I always got to do this.
Oh, I can.
I got you on my
you
end.
start-
I got you on my end.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
you should start doing that.
Yes.
It also sounds like you're 8,000 feet from your mic.
Well, it's
I
just
am not, actually.
he's trying to accommodate for the peaking. He's working on settings.
Gotcha. Yeah, you've got a tunnel thing going on.
I'll have to adjust.
Yeah, because there's reverb or echo, whatever you want to call it, going on too.
There shouldn't be. I don't have any reverb.
I don't hear it.
I hear it. I don't hear from you, Mike. You're the same as always.
Well-
He's different.
Okay. I mean, he's
Of course
playing
I'm
with
doing. I've got a
settings
whole
right.
Setup thing.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
just like he doesn't have any soundproofing in his room too. So there is also that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah. All right. So, before we get into all the nitty gritty, first of all, weekly reminder: Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, get your vaccines and boosters, wear your masks in crowded indoor places, support Ukraine. Why did I get an accent there for a second? Support Ukraine, support LGBTQ rights, support body autonomy, pay your employees what they are worth, fuck bullies, and be good to one another. All right. So, I'm just going to give a tiny bit of story time to start this. So, this past Friday was at the...
Who do we have to bury?
No one yet. DA maybe, because he's not here for whatever reason. Is he sick? Or is he just busy?
He's got things. DA things.
What are DA things? Explain.
Hey, you tell me, buddy.
He's not... Ralph, I feel like you should know this by now. They don't tell each other everything. It's just like, I'm busy. Okay. Like, that's basically
I
it.
don't get that. I don't understand that.
I'm not. They're like, I know about 20% of the things going on in that kid's life at any given time. And I'm probably highballing that.
But this past Friday went to the Knight Rider concert. My favorite band, Defiance, came back. New band, new style. Bunch of local Cleveland bands open for him. And I gotta say, it had been a bit since I've seen like a local-ish show. To where you have like local, like very much undiscovered talent playing for, at the very least, like established musicians in terms of just like how long they've been doing this. And it's like all the other bands were pretty good, but it's like you could hear flubs, like it's flubs in the drum, and like you know me, I pay attention to the drumming. So I just hear like flubs in the drumming and the double bass and what have you. I'm just like, okay. And then Knight Rider got on. They haven't missed a fucking beat. Perfection. Dennis sounded amazing. Patrick, obviously, he's been touring with Ice Nine Kills and playing with them, so he's just on a roll right now. They played fucking awesome. And then, just the dumb highlight of the night, it was just dumb luck. You know, afterwards, the band was hanging out. I'm just, like, waiting for the crowd to clear just to go, like, talk, get some pictures, what have you. And start talking to a couple people, and they are promoters in Buffalo and happen to be very good friends with the drummer, Patrick. And one of the guys was super shit-faced, and he's just like, hey, there's like an after party downstairs with the band. You guys want to come? It's like, sure. So I got in somehow to the band's after party. I just like, they were all there. I mostly just like, the only thing I did was as I was leaving, I just said bye to the lead singer. Just like, you guys are fucking killing it. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Because like, for the most part, it's their friends that are there. So I'm not going to be like, hey, how's it going? When they're like having a good time with like legitimate people that they know. So I just like found some other fans, had a couple of conversations. One of them was like super drunk. And, I like mentioned the stream. He's like, dude, let me get your Twitter. I'm like, sure. Here you go. A bunch of like, everyone was way more hammered than me. So I was just having fun. But very good night, very good show.
Sounds like they were too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very good night. Very good show. I get these boys. They deserve everything that they get. They are legitimately good musicians, good people. I want them to succeed. But that's about it in terms of that. Other thing, I guess, that I'll solo talk about is Godzilla. I went and saw that last week. This is my fanboyism aside. You knew I was going to like the movie regardless. This is legitimately a good piece of cinema. This is a good movie with good characters, good plot, a awesome set piece, and like the end and slightly post World War II Japan. It just happens to feature Godzilla as the antagonist. It is a very, very good disaster movie, absent of what the disaster is. So I hella recommend people go see it. And yeah, I know Biju's gonna eye roll no matter what I fucking said.
Yeah, no, it was gonna be impossible. The only way I wouldn't eye roll is if you said it was terrible.
Yeah.
Then I'd be eating that slop.
Yeah. But honestly, this is a legitimately good movie. All I can say is go see it. They've extended the release window and opened it up to way more theaters due to how well it's been doing in the States.
Okay.
I would say actually legitimately go see it. Not as a fan of Godzilla, but as a fan of good movies.
Maybe I'll go.
The fact that it is also a Godzilla movie, I was marking the fuck out. Like on that side, but I can separate that.
Terrible.
I can separate that from like
And you.
yes, because the legendary Godzilla movies I know are gonna be schlock, but I'm gonna eat that schlock and enjoy it.
I remember a pretty stark defense of the last Godzilla American movie. The first one, I
Wasn't
should
that
say.
The first one, I still think that's actually a good movie. Nowhere near as good as this. I still think it's a good movie.
Mike, that's a terrible movie, Mike.
Nope. King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong? No. Those are just popcorn flicks, which is what the new one is also going to be. But it's nice to have a world where both of those are possible, where you can have your schlock over here, and just if you want dumb monster fight action, you get it, and you actually get legitimately good cinema over here. But,
All right, whatever you say.
I had a thought, and it went away. I don't remember. Anyways, yeah, go see Godzilla -1. Very, very free. Also, if you have a theater, this is what I was going to say. If you have a theater that has, like, the speaker seats, I know some AMCs have the, like, prime theaters. It's pretty cool with this movie. Not going to lie. It is pretty cool with this movie. So if you... Shut up! I see you over there.
Literally said no words. So
Yes.
I was doing what you wanted already. I just voiced my displeasure.
Shut up! Shut up your!
silently.
Shut up your face! Shut up your eyes! Oh boy!
Yeah, BG, shut your eyes.
Yes.
Just close. Just close.
Yep.
Close all orifices.
Stop looking at me!
Don't flare your nostrils. Don't puff cheeks.
Oh
Do
boy!
nothing. Die.
I used to be able to do that on command. Flare my nostrils. I can't do it anymore. I'm so sad.
We're old.
Weakness. I can do it.
No,
I
can
can't
still
even
cock my
fucking tell. I
eyebrow.
can't even fucking tell.
I can tell. I can tell. Yep. I can still cock my eyebrow. I can still go cross-eyed, but for some reason I just can't flare my nostrils anymore. That was not cocky. You're basically winking, Mike.
I mean, I have to lower this one in order to get this one up. I used to be able to do it better.
No, you are basically closing your eye, dude. Terrible.
He's trying to have a stroke, is what he is.
All right. Other small things. One, I just found this humorous. Sad Keanu has now been added into Cyberpunk. Honestly, why is it taking this long? Personally,
They had other things to deal with.
yeah, that could have been patched in. Simple patch. We got the GTA 6 trailer.
Nobody cares.
leaked.
It was fine.
Don't care.
That was the big thing. Was it was leaked a day early, which
Meh.
people were not happy.
I mean, the people that weren't happy were the people that
Made it.
the trailer and
Mhm.
other
Oh yeah.
developers. Just like it super sucks for them.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that,
The protagonist seems cool. I like that they are just like full tilt in, like, hey, this is Florida.
oh yeah.
This is 100% authentic Florida.
Oh yeah. No, that shit is so Florida.
What are you saying?
I mean, what else could you do? They've done New York. They've done California.
Well, Vice City was always
Chicago.
Miami, but like it was just like Miami. This is like everything with direct references to like Florida man stories and like. So, the very least, granted,
And
we still have to wait. Go ahead.
The dude that did that was Florida Joker is trying to sue them now.
Really?
For his
Yeah, I
likeness.
saw that. Yeah,
He was $2 million for his likeness.
That is amazing.
Most Florida ever.
I would say the most GTA shit ever because the whole Lindsay Lohan thing. Remember that?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
but that was just a hey, you're using my likeness without even crediting me. This is a clear reference to this dude.
True.
But it's not really modeled after him. It's just a clear reference to him.
Mm-hmm. Holy
So,
shit.
We'll see.
Sorry, I'm also
What?
half watching Smash Bros. And there's a really sick moment. Anyways.
Of course you are. We should have just skipped the podcast.
Nah,
and
it's
let
fine.
it rock.
You do we skip when you watch fucking football? No.
I'll be watching football here.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm watching Smash Bros. Here.
No, but usually there's not a person already missing. So we can just be like, alright, let's just
All right. But overall, game looks pretty good, at least to start, in terms of just like the look and feel and what have you. However, still over a year out. I was expecting like holiday 2024. It's 2025. So that's
probably April-ish,
yeah.
maybe Q2.
Yeah. So got a bit to wait for it, but yep. For obvious reasons, people don't. Oh, okay. Meme was. I don't know if it was for us or for yourself, but either way. But yeah, decent trailer. And now we have the Game Awards.
Oh, buddy.
If you can see, that's what the
Yeah.
my back thing is in reference to.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of, we'll get to like the winners and then the announcements in a bit, but just like the overcorrection of Christopher Judge was not great.
I don't even know if it was necessarily an overcorrection as much as, hey, Kojima took like 30 minutes. Y'all not gonna get a lot.
Yeah, just like the Anthony Mackie, Matthew McConaughey, where it's like a lot of focus on the stars and like feature heads versus it's like, again, you gave Kojima, your best buddy, like all this time, and then when you
For
know
a game that we don't know anything about, he had no footage to show. It's probably 4 years out. But he gets a good 20, 30 on it. What are we doing?
Yeah. And then when you do that, and then on the flip side, you give someone who is arguably a bigger legend in the industry, Eiji Aonuma, in his acceptance speech of, winning Best Action Game for Tears of a Kingdom, where he also needs a translator in order to get his stuff out, you start playing him off after 30 seconds. Please wrap it up. Like, that's not a great look at all.
No. There's nobody wrapping up the trailers that you're showcasing.
Yeah.
But all these.
I've been seeing a lot of gripes about how much the celebrities were given all these all this extra time and all this attention, and it wasn't on enough of the actual game awards and those that won.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff
Or sorry, not
posted
AJ
about
Numa, Ichiro Oda, as some people famously attribute him to being.
Jeff actually posted on Twitter about it and even went like, yeah, we're seeing that people weren't happy with this year's format, and we're going to work on that going forward. It's like, what? Like, dude, this was like a glorified E3 with an awards system built in.
I mean, the Game Awards have always kind of been that way. It's just been...
This year was essentially that.
No, I mean
it wasn't even...
Yeah, it's always still been a awards show with a lot of announcements. So that part, I don't necessarily...
But what Ralph is saying is, it's more like an announcement show with a bunch of awards.
Yeah. And it's like you extended an hour to like give more time to that or have less announcements, which honestly, I think less announcements would be fine just because a good chunk of these announcements were nothing burgers.
But it's unfortunate the announcements help pay for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
So those are necessary evils, but there has to be a better balance at some point.
Mm-hmm. And, better wording than please wrap it up. Was there even a please? I just added please back there. I don't remember if there was a please. Okay.
It said please wrap it up.
But just and it's like you have that up when you have the I'm forgetting the actor's name, but he won Best Actor for Astarion, where he was just like talking about, like people were saying that like these characters made us felt heard. We hear like, giving a good uplifting part of the speech. Please wrap it up. People at Larian, it's like, this is dedicated to people who passed away. Please wrap it up. It's like, that's not great, man.
Big bad.
Yeah. DA is doing DA things, Alfonso. We don't know. He just said he couldn't make it.
And that's all you need to that's all you need to know.
That's all we need to know.
No, we need to know more.
That's all that needs to be said when it comes to DA.
Mm-hmm.
Better put.
Indeed. But yeah, and I guess anything else that you guys want to talk about before we get into the rest of the stuff?
No.
If I do, I'll interject as I am wont to do.
Okay. All right. Let's get into the winners. Let's see. Some of these I am not going to care about. Most anticipated game, Final Fantasy VII. Shocker.
Why?
People love FF7, man. I don't think the Yakuza series has that much of a pull yet in the West in comparison to Final Fantasy.
Even if it doesn't, like, what were the other games?
Hades,
I can't imagine.
Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars
Hades
Outlaws,
2?
and Tekken 8. I don't think Hades 2 has as much pull as Final Fantasy. Let's be real here.
I will never understand the love for that game. In my heart of hearts, I will never get it. The old version or the new version. I see Kelly marking out for it, and I'm just like, good for you, girl.
I like it as well.
Good for you, dude.
We have a whole bunch of esports stuff. Content creator of the year is Ironmouth. I was hoping for something a little more elaborate with the VTuber winning. It was just a little video. I'm just like, let's get a hologram or something. Although the joke during stream, because someone was just like, the budget went to this. I'm like, no, the budget went to fucking security. Let's be real here. You see the giant fucking dudes they had at the front of the stage? Oh, yeah. And I think like they had people like walking up. They had lists. It's like, you're clear, you're clear, you're clear. They were not having a repeat. The kid was there.
The stage was there.
He was there.
I'm surprised he was allowed in the building, to be fair.
But yeah, I was just like, give us like a VTuber hologram or something. That would have been cool. But then someone was just like, dude, the budget went to security. Remember? I'm like, that's true. Yeah, I can't have that. Best multiplayer game, Baldur's Gate 3. A bit like, there's a couple other games there I could have seen winning that. Best sim strategy, Pikmin 4. Best sports racing, Forza. That's No contest. Best family game, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. No contest. Best fighting game, Street Fighter 6. No contest. Best RPG, Baldur's Gate 3. No contest. Best action adventure game, Zelda. Same thing. Best action game, this one was a contest. Armored Core ended up winning that.
Whoa, I did not see that.
Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2 were the other competitors, and all of them were very...
I could see Armored Core beating them out, to be fair.
Innovation and accessibility, this one whoever had the best accessibility settings knows Forza. Best VR AR, Resident Evil Village. Best community support, Baldur's Gate 3. Best mobile game, Honkai Star Rail. Shock. Best indie game, Cocoon, that was a shock to a lot of people. I personally had never heard of it. I've only heard of 2 of the games that were there, which was Dredge and Pizza Tower. I was assuming Pizza Tower for how much I saw of that game just in the social media sphere. But
the fans were not happy, and they are not being kind about it.
Ooh.
Oh, of course not. Explain.
Yeah, and it sucks. It's just crappy fans being crappy. There's like, what do I need to explain about it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like what's going down? Like we getting like dev hate, we getting game hate, community fights. Like what's going on?
Yes, dude. What do you? You know what it? When I say crappy gamers doing crappy things, what do you think it's gonna be? There's only 5 categories: racism, misogyny, death threats. Like, what are we doing?
I need you to wrap it up. EJ, I need you to wrap it up.
You really did.
Wonderful.
You're a piece of shit, Mike.
I thought of it an hour ago, and I couldn't find the actual music.
I knew it.
So I'm just like uplifting orchestral music on YouTube, and I found the best fitting track.
Christ.
Oh boy. I was fishing for before we got into this. I'm like, you guys got anything else to say about the Game Awards? I was fishing. Oh man. Best indie game. This shocked me. Sea of Stars won it, which I'm happy about. I love that game. I thought Dave the Diver had that on fucking lock.
You're saying words to me.
Dave the Diver
Legit.
was all
I love Dave
over.
the Diver, but you're just saying words.
I don't.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
But Dave the
No.
Diver was fucking everywhere.
Never
It
heard of
was
it.
stupid popular. Just
Never heard
on
of it.
social
Yeah.
media, on Twitch. I just kept seeing it and just kept hearing just how good of a game it was. And like I didn't see that for Sea of Stars. I liked it, but I didn't see that same fervor at all, like in social media sphere. So I was honestly shocked that it won.
I mean, it's also journalists voting, not just people. So
True. But even Dave the Diver was still highly rated from like journalists in the industry as well. So
okay, but if Dave the Diver is a 9 and Sea of Stars is an 8, but for audiences, Dave the Diver is Sea of Stars is a 8. And Sea of Stars is a 6 and Dave the Diver is a 10. It's probably going to balance out in some way, shape, or form. Even if they're both highly acclaimed, one is just going to be more highly acclaimed.
I thought Dave the Diver was that game easily. So that's why I was super surprised. Best ongoing game. While this is the loosest, or the like, this game fits this definition the loosest. Cyberpunk ended up winning that.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Apex, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact were the other nominees. But like,
How's it an ongoing game? Are we just saying that anything that gets DLC support is an ongoing game? Are we just saying any game that requires 3 years of fixes is an ongoing game? What is the definition of an ongoing game? Because to me, an ongoing game is a game that is continuing. Not, we didn't put out any real content for 3 years. We dropped a DLC and now we're ongoing somehow.
so you know what? I guess I'm just gonna say right now, congratulations to Redfall for being the 2024 best ongoing game.
Like, what are you supposed to do? That's a totally bogus win right there.
The loosest
it didn't
definition.
Even deserve to be categorized.
Yeah, the loosest possible definition.
They wanted to get Cyberpunk in there, and that's what it was.
Games for Impact, Tachia. Again, just one of those weird out there categories. Best performance, Neil Newborn for Baldur's Gate 3 is Astarion.
Astarion.
And then, a good chunk of the rest of them, the whole category was highly deserving. Best audio design, Hi-Fi Rush, deserved. If it didn't win, I was going to have problems. Like, soundtrack, that's competition. This is like, hey, game mechanic. You need to win this. Best score in music was Final Fantasy 16. Had very good music, so not a surprise. Best art direction, Alan Wake 2. There are some of these awards that Alan Wake won that I was like, I haven't played the game yet, so I haven't. I don't know if it was deserving. I'm assuming so, but I don't know that for a fact. But for me, of what I had played there, it was either Hi-Fi Rush or Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I thought that should have won that. Best narrative, another one. Everyone in chat was like, Baldur's Gate sweep, Baldur's Gate sweep. Alan Wake 2. It's like, oh, okay. So Alan Wake 2, best narrative.
Did I not absolutely call the two things that were gonna win? Best narrative one was gonna be. It was obvious stuff.
I haven't played Baldur's.
People thought it was gonna be a sweep.
I
haven't played what?
I'm sorry, I didn't play Alan Wake 2, so I didn't know. Best game direction, Alan Wake 2. Again, that's kind of one of those out there things where it's like, all right. And then game of the year, Baldur's Gate 3. Very, very, very deserved. There's, and of course, the internet discourse where people were like, but the combat system in Spider-Man is so much more engaging than Baldur's Gate 3. You're just clicking. It's like, it's not the point, man. Like,
the combat system in Baldur's Gate is more robust and far and wide reaching. Spider-Man, you hit like 4 buttons, bro.
I don't agree with the fact that it's more or less robust. It's different. It's just different. It's an action game versus an RPG turn-based.
It's hard to compare them, but I feel like in the realm of it winning the award is just there's just more to Baldur's Gate.
I just at the end of the day think like in terms of a story complete package, like you're getting into with all of these games, you're getting into such like nuance of opinion because all of them were really fucking good quality games. All of them. So at that point, you're just getting into like nitty gritty, and at that point, just like overall success. Like, despite how much you don't want to use that as a metric in terms of quality, in an award show, you kind of have to, at least a little bit, when it's that close. So, but yeah. Also, BG, that Alan Wake musical thing, was that in the game?
Oh, I didn't watch the Game Awards.
Okay. There was like a musical number that was like based off of Alan Wake. And I saw something where it was something from the game. And if that's the case, yeah, I'm way more interested in playing it now. Because it's just like, that's out of left field. Because I was like, everything else is like one of the musical performances was from Hellblade. And it was like the Nordic band that is like doing the music for the game. So it was like really cool, like pyro, like flame dancers and stuff. But this was just like a out of fucking nowhere musical. So I was like, I like it, but why? And one of the guys from Larian had a suit of armor on for the lulz, which I loved. But yeah, the winners, and I think we gave them about as much time as they all got collectively to give their award speeches. So moving on,
as they all deserve.
Yep. And then there was a lot of announcements as I'm scrolling through this page. I'm just gonna try and blitz through this for the most part, just because most of the stuff we don't necessarily care. One company's making a StarCraft Life RTS called Stormgate. Asgard's Wrath 2. GTFO's final update, which I didn't realize the game was out already. It was like Space Left 4 Dead.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely want to maybe like at least try that at one point for a stream. Honkai Rail gets a new trailer. So many anime waifus for sale this tournament. I think every time I was like, more anime waifus! Yes! Applaud! Spend! Consume! Got a new look at Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Everyone's super excited for that, right?
It looks better than it did the first time. It still doesn't look too terribly interesting.
I
but
can't
think
tell
it'll
because
be
it was
interesting enough.
I can't tell because it was a trailer. So they
It's
just
fucking bullshit.
so they just like cut around all the like gameplay bits, and you can like cut around that to make it look good. But if it's just like I want to see again just unauthored gameplay, because to me the gameplay that we saw in the trailer did not look different enough from what we saw for me to be any more enthused
Interested in it.
about the game.
I'll tell you why it looks slightly more interesting. They're more leaning into the characters rather than just having them all just shoot guns.
That's the thing. I
So
think
you
all those things
see-
were in the original trailer. It's just, for the most part,
you need to rewatch that original trailer. It was a lot more indicative of everybody just kind of plays the same. And I remember that was one of my big criticisms, that you have a
Same.
king shark that should be melee based and all he's doing is shooting guns. This one looked a lot more like, hey, he's a melee based. He's not going to be shooting as many guns.
I saw that Gatling
I
gun.
don't doubt he's still going to shoot for some
I
guns.
saw that Gatling gun.
He's still going to shoot some guns, but it's not going to be the focus of his gameplay.
Arknights Enfield action RPG. Okay, whatever. Tower defense. World of Goo 2. I never played this game, but I know at least some people in chat were excited about this. Sequel to World of Goo for an indie game. Thrasher, a game from the developers of Thumper. Seems like a rhythm-ish base game. Something DA might like. Dead Cells Studio Motion. Twins reveals Windblown. I meant to check this. The animation in this game and the like the cartoon, like the actual animated scenes that it had in it, reminds me so much of I'm forgetting the name of the artist, but they did the sprite animation for River City Girls. That same animator did a just a like animated fight scene years and years ago, and the one character looks a dead ringer almost, or at least just stylistically looks super similar to the character that was like the hero. It was like a like creature based character. So I just want to see if they did the animations for this, because that'd be pretty cool. Harmonium the Musical, which is a game based off of a deaf girl, and it's like very music based. The thing that like impressed me about this trailer was the facial animations and how expressive everybody is, which you need for like a character that's like, if you're making this with like a deaf audience in mind, you're going to need expressive facial expressions and good expressions for the sign language. Just, I would recommend just watching the trailer and just like that. It caught my eye more so than most other games. It's very Disney inspired in terms of the how expressive the characters are. Supernatural action adventure Unusual June revealed. it was intriguing just in terms of the animation style and just the gameplay. The first Berserker, Kazan, kind of looks like a Devil May Cry-esque or Souls-like game. Banisher's Ghost of Eden, which I think was revealed last year at the Game Awards, got a new trailer. The combat, if I'm recalling correctly, kind of looked like God of War, the new God of War games. Guilty Gear Strive gets a new character, Elfette. I've seen mixed opinion on the Discord about her design.
I've always loved Elfette.
I don't know if it's like she mostly sings pop, but in the trailer she started singing metal, and I was just like, all right, I'm in. First Descendants gets a new trailer. I want to... Was this the... No. I think this is something else. There's a... the Matthew McConaughey game I'm thinking of, which I don't think that's the name of it. Mecha Break gets a flashy combat trailer. Ralph, you might be interested in this game. Just pure on mech combat. Space Marine 2, Warhammer game. Zenless Zone Zero. Oh, Hoyovert. Okay, never mind. Anime Girls! More of that. Last Sentinel, which is the game made by Lightsuit Studios, which is, I'm forgetting her name, but she's the funny Japanese lady. It's her new studio. Cinematic trailer as Dusk Falls, which, if I am not mistaken, this is... Was this the game? No. There's a combo game from the Dead by Daylight studio and the Evil Within studio, and it's going to be an Evil Within style narrative choice game, but based upon one of the monster people from Dead by Daylight. I think it's the Trapper. It's how the Trapper became the Trapper.
Okay.
I don't think it's as Dust Falls. But Rise of the Golden Idol, Outlast Trials, survival horror multiplayer. Tales of Kinzera Zao, which was like a...
That's a word.
Yeah, it's a... I don't know if it's like action adventure or a 2D side scroller. It looks like a very Wakanda-inspired culture. Sponsored and published by Critical Role as one of the sponsors of the game, which was... I was seeing their logo. I was like, huh? Okay. Black Myth Wukong has a release date, which is the Chinese-based Souls-like Sun Wukong game. August 20th, 2024. Tale of Two Sons is getting a remake. If you enjoyed that game. New trailer for Hellblade Senua's Saga, the new Hellblade game, coming out sometime in 2024.
Hey, can this game just come out now?
Nope.
No.
2024. And you know what? In 2024, it's going to be 2025.
Whatever.
It's never coming out. We know this.
This one was at least a teeny bit of a surprise. We're getting a new Of Mana game, a classic Square Enix franchise or Squaresoft franchise. Visions of Mana. New trailer revealed. A Jurassic Park survival game. Because why not? Here we go. The casting of Frank Stone. That is the game that I'm talking about. Behavior Interactive and Supermassive Games have revealed the casting of Frank Stone, a new story-based game set in the Dead by Daylight universe.
Interesting.
So I know you and Adam will probably maybe enjoy that if it's of decent quality, because I think the last game was not, if I recall correctly. There's a lot of glitches.
It crashed so hard on us, and we just stopped playing it.
Oh no! So I misspoke in terms of the one game, The Last Sentinel. I remember Lightspeed Studios being like something like a separate thing, but anyways, Kimuri is the first game of Ikumi Nakamura, who is the funny Japanese lady, the very peppy and upbeat Japanese lady, by her new studio, Unseen. Action adventure set in a like alternate reality Japan. The next game from Untitled Goose Game developer called Big Walk. It kind of looks like Lethal Company, but not horror.
Interesting.
Like proximity chat seems like a big thing. You're just like walking around, crafting things and what have you. It's like Minecraft, but like with very detailed proximity chat and very simplistic style. A new RPG from ex-BioWare developers and veterans called Exodus. Ori developer revealed a new game, No Rest for the Wicked. Diablo-like ARPG. We got a new Budokai Tenkaichi style DBZ game coming, Sparking
It's
Zero.
It's not style. They're saying it's a direct successor.
Yeah, no, it's
to
part 4.
Tenkaichi.
No,
Yeah.
it's Budokai Tenkaichi 4.
Yeah, no, it's just,
Yeah.
it's not named it. Sparking Zero. Lost Records Bloom and Rage. Next game from the Life is Strange creator. This one, Skull and Bones, has a release date. Skull and Bones is actually, maybe, coming out! February.
As a person that will not say anything, I highly believe it is coming out.
Okay. It seems legit. It seems real this time.
No, it is. As a person that will not say anything, it is very real.
February 16, 2024. It's basically, from the looks of it, it's realistic Skull and Bones. Like,
You
kind
mean,
of
Assassin's Creed 4?
No. I said realistic, no, because it's like you're a bunch of players playing against each other on ships and what have you, hopping from island to island.
You mean realistic Sea of Thieves then?
Or I said, yeah, sorry. I said Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones
Yeah,
twice, homie.
realistic Sea of Thieves. Thank you. Rise of the Ronin, which it looks like a Ghost of Tsushima style samurai/ninja game.
I honestly thought this was the Ninja Turtles Ronin game when I first saw it.
But wait, he's not a turtle. Wait.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 16 is getting 2 story DLCs, but Jeff Keighley said these take place before the end of the game, therefore the ending of the game is not changing, and I am unhappy. No Man's Sky developer shows off Light No Fire, their new procedurally generated game. It is not planets and space this time. It is just a world. For all intents and purposes, it looks like realistic Minecraft.
It was hilarious on Twitter what happened with them.
Oh, no, what happened? I didn't see this.
So he was in a Discord or something with one of the producers, and it was essentially, hey, we just need you to announce the game. Don't promise the world to anybody. And then right after it was, I created Earth.
Yeah.
And he just quote tweeted it with fuck.
Yeah, because I think
That
I
was
forget if
fucking
it's either
great.
him or someone else said it, where it's just like, this is the first procedurally generated like world, and I'm like, Minecraft is, that's what Minecraft is. But it looks cool. Fantasy setting, survival, crafting, what have you. They had dragon mounts, so you kind of had me sold at that. Different various races. Looks fun. The final. So there was a trailer for the finals, the FPS game that released that day, and I love how in that trailer they did not have any voice acting in the trailer at all. So like the entire time I'm watching it, I'm like, I better hear something. Or if it's like, there better be actual voice lines, and they just didn't have any voice acting in the trailer. I'm just like, you fucks. You dickwads. Because they have AI voice acting in their game. And to me, it's really apparent. Like, the tenor and how the people, like, it's like, they have, like, in-game announcers where it's just like red team's gonna have to really pull through, but, like, the intonation and how the people are speaking sounds so artificial. And
It's always gonna be that.
And just, they didn't want to pay voice actors at the end of the day, where it's just, and, you know, people are just like, but they could put that budget into the mechanics. It's like, no, fuck that. You want announcers, get announcers. Like,
how many times do you play a game like that and a lot of the fun is just hearing an announcer go crazy? Or it's like if you're watching a line.
Like the whole thing I think of that game is just like to recreate the competitive atmosphere. Where you're watching like a stream or something and you see commentators have like a hype moment and an announcement and stuff like that. That's why they have it in game.
Imagine watching the Smash tournament going on right now with AI voices, just like no
I'd fucking hate it.
Really, just a tenor.
I'd fucking hate it. Like the whole reason I like started helping with the streams and stuff in my locals because I wanted commentary. I like commentary. I like hearing funny things. Honestly, the tournament I've been watching right now, there's been a couple of commentary moments that like I've been literally rolling in laughter, of just like funny moments, hype moments, and what have you. To me, it enhances it. And then when it's just a computer with no emotion, trying to imitate that same thing, it's just no. Apparently, the game is set in virtual world or something. I'm sorry, I'm reading the. Apparently, the game is set in a virtual world or something because. So that is probably the excuse. That's not a fucking excuse. Pay actors.
Legit.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Yeah. But let's see here. Yeah, I was not quite happy with that. I'm skipping that one because that's the most hype announcement. Marvel's Blade is getting a game developed by Arcane Studios. And honestly, the most shocking thing, I thought it was like some fucking Redfall DLC because like I didn't recognize it was. I was like, I didn't recognize it was Blade at the time, and like the one guy like, you know, was like polishing something. He like accidentally like cuts his hand, and you see the person in the chair go like smell the blood, and then he's just like relax, like I don't do that. And then finally, like when he got up, I was like, oh wait, that's Blade. And then it was like because it was a different Arcane Studios that worked on Redfall, Arcane Studios Leon. But honestly, the thing that shocked me the most, because this is a Bethesda-owned studios, they're like, please enjoy this mature single-player third-person game. I'm like, Bethesda? We pan in the camera back? This is new territory for you guys. It's like everything is always been like just about always been first person with the optional third person camera, but it's usually always been first person.
It's going to be very interesting to see.
God of War Ragnarok is getting some DLC with like some harkens back to the Grease days. The music that they were playing was straight out of the old God of War games. Hideo Kojima reveals OD. We know nothing about it. Know nothing about it.
It's a horror game. It has Jordan Peele attached to it somehow. Grand opening, grand closing.
And then Monster Hunter Wilds was the big announcement, which if it looks like open world Monster Hunter, I enjoyed the crap out of Monster Hunter World. If this is even bigger, I'm in for that. And then finally, the thing that I was most excited about is Sega just decided to casually drop, hey, remember all these other franchises that you loved that aren't Sonic? We're making new games. Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Crazy Taxi, and more showed off new gameplay of either like remakes or sequels of these franchises that have been overlooked for years, some decades. Actually, most of them probably decades.
I think most of them are decades.
So honestly, just that
I wonder why now.
Who knows? I know. I mean, like, Jet Set Radio has always been a cult classic. People that love this game love this game.
And they want it in the worst way.
Yeah, and I know there was like an indie game that was like announced a year or two ago that was basically that same style of game, like almost to a T. It just wasn't Jet Set Radio. They got announced and people were excited about that. And just, if you enjoyed those old franchises, you eating good. You're eating, like, the only franchise I feel like they didn't say was like Knights, if you guys remember that franchise from Sega.
Of course I remember Knights.
Does Ralph remember Knights?
No.
There we go. See? I was playing the field because I know.
He like floated through dreams and he had like a purple hat or something.
Yeah, it's like a purple like pointed hat.
Yeah.
I don't like what other. I'm trying to think of other Sega franchises that like. I don't think Toe Jam and Earl is a Sega franchise, right? I think that's a third party.
No.
I just played it on the Genesis when I was a kid. Restar. I think that's like the only other one I can think of.
Do they own Shinobi?
That was announced. Was announced.
Oh yeah, okay then.
Mm-hmm. So it was like Restar and Knights.
Game.
That's about it. What was the fighting game you guys love? Power Stone?
Oh, that's
Power
Capcom
Stone,
though.
dude.
That's Capcom? Okay.
Yeah,
that's
I fucking
Capcom.
love Power Stone. Give me that.
Or, Sonic the Fighters, the sequel? Let's get it. That game is doo-doo.
That's not.
But yeah, suffice to say, Hi-Fi got best game design. Probably going to be the next solo stream game for me.
Oh, good call.
There
is a streamer mode too.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that because there is a lot of licensed music in it. That's all the Resident Evil games I've been playing, where we get to the credits, I'm like, and I have to mute. Oh!
Bro, can content creation be fun, please?
No.
Nope. Speaking of...
can I just stop you?
Go ahead.
It's so crazy that we live in this age where people can legally get music easily, illegally get music easily, but they for some reason think on a stream you're gonna take their music away? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So I actually want to talk about just a funny, dumb situation that happened last week. So, we did the podcast last week, and I usually, I had our Twitch on auto-publish, so the VOD's always there, and then usually a week later when we do the next episode, that's when I export the VOD to YouTube. Someone on our Discord was like, hey, where's the podcast? I'm like, oh, it's on Twitch. It's always on Twitch. I'm like, I'll usually put it on YouTube. He's like, no, it's not there. I'm like, what? Huh? So I go to Twitch and it's there, but it was unpublished. And I'm like, I had this setting on. Why did it turn off? So I go and look, and auto publish is checked off. And then under it, Twitch was like, there were a lot of copyrighted flags against your account, not like legitimate strikes, but like a copyright flag. So we preemptively just turned off auto publish. And what it was during Columbus Summit, the Smash Ultimate thing that we did, the playlist was curated by one of the players for the tournament. And it just so happened to feature a lot of copyrighted music. And that was, during when the internet was going on and off. So I was stopping and starting the stream a lot. So there was a lot of VODs that were pushed to Twitch that had copyrighted music. So Twitch was just like, hey, you okay? You okay? We're just going to do this. We're just like, in hindsight, I'm like, you know what? I kind of appreciate that. That's kind of nice on Twitch to be like, hey, just to avoid any bad strikes, we're just going to turn this knob off. Yeah, just to turn this knob off until you figure out what's going on, champ. So yeah, that's why I went up to him, the player, and was like, hey, next time we do this, if you're making a playlist, can you send it to me first so I can verify?
Look over that
this list.
Yeah. Because honestly,
you are cooking us.
Yeah, because the YouTube playlists that I use at this point have been heavily curated from trial and error. There's still some stuff that hits on YouTube, and most of the stuff is just fuck faces that are claiming music that's not theirs, which I hate. Because I can't.
The worst.
I can't challenge it because on YouTube it's like, oh, you're saying you have the rights to this music. I'm like, no. That's not what I want to say. It's that this person doesn't have the rights to it. And it's like, it's a cover, but YouTube's not going to care that it's a cover. It's like, this still sounds a lot like Gerudo Valley from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's like, but it's a cover, but we're in such a gray area.
On ours, not the previous stream, but the one before it, where it's just like, no copyright, because this sounds like this and this and this and this. And I was like, I can't dispute it because it's like, is this a cover to the song? Are you the person covering the song? I don't, all right, you know what? Just take the money.
Yeah.
Just take it. I don't care.
And the unfortunate thing, too, is a good chunk of these tracks, too, I've gotten off of, there is a organization that specifically hosts...
13?
Wait, what? Oh, I get it.
Organization 13. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
It's the only reason I'm here right now.
There's an organization that different YouTube musicians and stuff will give their music to, and it's explicitly made for I'm sorry I took that from you, meme. But explicitly is what's the word?
Royalty free?
Yeah, it's royalty free covers, and they host it for streamers to use. And some of those tunes are getting dinged right now by people falsely claiming the songs, which annoys the shit out of me. But it's just I usually just if it gets pinged, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna. I have 200 songs I have in my playlist I can afford. Even if I like the song a lot, I can afford to remove it.
Bruh, but that hurts.
It does. It does. It does. But what can you do?
It's an unnecessary evil.
Mm-hmm.
Because of douchebags. Always because of douchebags.
Mm-hmm.
Always douchebags.
Oh, yeah. But with that, unless you guys have any other things to talk about.
Oh, no, we don't even have facts. This is the worst.
I think
we do not have facts.
Do I have? I want to say I favorited a page. Let's see here. Excuse me.
Uh-oh. Mike's got something.
I just have, you know me, I cough and clear my throat all the damn time. If I were to have gotten sick from the show, I'd be 104 fever right now. So I think I'm in the clear. Yeah, I know I did at some point, but I have no idea where it is. And honestly, it DA is right. Finding a good fact list takes a bit, and I forgot that he wasn't gonna be here to do it. So, unfortunately,
and that's what he does. When
no
we're
fact.
Talking with that game award stuff, he would then click a clacking.
Yep. So no facts today. Facts. You guys are bums. There you go.
There you go. That's a good fact.
Yep. Fuck, man. Oh, boy. So, in terms of streams this week, nothing tomorrow. Tuesday trials. Wednesday is either going to be some form of group stream or starting Hi-Fi Rush, one of the two. We're going to try and go for a group stream because I will not be available Friday. And then no podcast as well next week. Again, we might have a podcast New Year's Eve, maybe. If there's no podcast, I'll be doing something. I don't know what, but I'll be doing something. But yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday at the moment are the only things that I have planned here. Ralph, obviously, if you want to try and schedule something, you're more than welcome to. BG as well. I'm assuming there's going to be a revisited stream on Saturday and more viewer request month, right?
Yes. Oh God. Yes. It's the worst, dude. This previous video is legitimately one of the worst videos we've ever done.
Ooh,
he is a
Really?
unbelievable racist.
it was Spider-Man is too woke, right? That's the video.
Yes. It's disgusting
Bad.
woke propaganda. He called one character a Zoomer mutt because they were mixed race. Oh yeah, you're now getting it. Dude, it's one of the worst videos we've ever done. He's saying all the quiet parts loud, all of them.
You should just like feed him the joke that Ralph wanted me to clip that I will never clip. He probably would use it.
Oh, he would love it.
Yeah.
He said I didn't play Spider-Man Miles Morales for obvious reasons.
For obvious.
I think you guys said it during the thing, but I'm just in complete agreement. It's just like, how little must you like to where if it's just like one tiny thing in a thing,
It's not even that.
a
It's
black
how
person,
much.
a woman.
It's not even that. I think it's reverse. I think it's how much do you hate that this
Well, I'm
one
just saying,
thing-
we're just like how little you can find enjoyment in things because of that hate. Where it's just like you just get the one teeny tiny little thing, and all of a sudden it's like trash, awful, whoa, like just.
Your enjoyment automatically goes down instantly because of a black person, a woman character that's strong, a trans person.
Mhm.
Instantly goes down.
Just another streamer had the exact same reaction to that bit as you guys. Why? Unless you are like a hardcore Trumper, what other reaction should you have?
It is what it is.
I just will never. It will not ever compute for me. Like your
Never.
Questioning of why people like Final Fantasy VII. Same boat.
I mean, that's a real comparison we're making here, Mike.
Yep.
Okay.
At least for BG.
Okay.
But yeah, we could go on. I could go on a rant for hours on that, but we will end it there. Again, Tuesday, Wednesday will be the only streams for the week. Tune in to Revisited for more viewer request month and the pain and torture that you are inflicting upon the bros.
Inflict so much more of it, please. We need, we need so much more.
Mm-hmm.
No,
They
we're
deserve
good.
so much more.
No, so much less.
So much more.
There we go. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode of the podcast itself. We will see you maybe on New Year's, and if not, in 2024.
Yeah.
See you.
Later.